All right, are we live? Okay, we're live. All right, we're live, Doug. What a dog. Oh, you're all wound up this morning, eh? Thank you for the wake-up call. He, 4 a.m. Well, it was unbelievably hot. It's cooler, actually, folks, right now than it was all night. It was very, very hot here last night. And, what am I going to do here? Should I let the ducks out right now? And then, yeah, we'll do it. We'll get a duck rush happening here. It's actually cooler right now than it was in the middle of the night. It was so hot here, I couldn't figure out why Doug was jumping on the bed at 4 a.m. and he jumped up on the bed and laid down beside me and looked at me. And I was like, okay, like it's really warm out. I was actually just laying there with just a sheet on, and next thing you know, the dog's on top of me. Oh, look at the little stripper coming. She's doing way better. Look at her go. Man, her leg, actually, it's gone down in size. So the reason I actually was going to let the ducks out later because I thought I was going to the vet this morning, but I can't get a hold of Andy. I've been trying his cell phone and he's busy. He went into his practice and then he left. Oh, there comes Minnie, folks. Uh-oh, I see a dog in my peripheral vision now. Here comes the baby. Oh, look at this. It survived the night. Unbelievable, eh? That little thing. Look at the size of it. Sticking with mommy. That's so cute. The baby's almost as tall as Minnie is already. That's funny. Oh, there's the dog. I wonder how much of the baby food they ate last night. Okay, it looks like she's getting new feathers, folks. You look a little cleaner today. She might, you know what I'm thinking? I'm seeing some new feathers on this little duck. There's definitely white feathers on the top of her. Definitely, absolutely for sure. They're not all brown like they were before. She's getting new feathers. Maybe she's going to snap out of it. Like, absolutely for sure. I can see on the top of her wings. And it looks like she's losing feathers too. Alright. Okay, we got Magoo. Alright, what am I doing here? I know what I'm doing. I gotta get my act together here. My act into gear on what I'm focusing on doing here. How much food did they eat last night on the little duck? Well, not much. I wonder if the little duck knows enough to come in here to have a snack. It better. The feeders are too high for it. The rest of the barn. Okay, yeah, right, that's what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Sorry about this, folks. I'm just off my game a little bit. Oh, Dougie, you don't need to eat that. Because I honestly thought I'd be at the vet. I phoned Andy at 7:30 and they said he was in the building. They couldn't find him. So I tried his cell, I got his answer machine then, or voicemail then. They said he left. Gone somewhere. So he's, I guess, you know, after the holiday Monday, he's playing catch up. Because I'm going to take Doug today. I got to go to the food bank after 1 o'clock today because the fair is starting on Wednesday, which means we can't get in there anytime this week. So, and I got to get the eggs cleaned out of my house here. Give the ducks a little bit of an apple snack here. Look at all the Canada geese, folks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. That's more than we had here before. All right. A little bit of apple action. My apple, I guess you could say, sort of failure, because it my big apples. No, it wasn't too bad, you know, considering 4 pails of apples. But there was like, I bet you I lost. Well, maybe I didn't lose as much as I thought. Looking here now. Yeah, maybe I didn't. Maybe it's all in my head that I'm thinking I lost more than I did. It just seemed that there was an awful lot of big apples with the centers hurting. Look at the girls. Oh, they're going to the door. Because, you know, if you need a snack, you got to go through the side door of the barn. You can't go through the main door of the barn in the pen. Hey, look at that. Confused ducks. All right. Camera. That's what I'm doing. Camera next. Camera. Focus, man. Focus. I was really hoping to get the vet visit taken care of. Really, I was really hoping, actually. I really want to. I want to know. I was like, I wasn't too worried about it, but now I am. I want to. I just want the biopsy so that Andy can look at it and tell us, so I can forget about it, and then go to the food bank this afternoon. I'm supposed to be working on my 3.5 ton flower garden, rock garden, but I got this running back and forth to town stuff today, and it's like, once you start that job, you know, stopping and going to whip into town screws you up. Well, it screws me up anyways. Or I'm just procrastinating. I gotta get on. But the cooler weather's coming, so I'm sort of like, it'd be like nice to be able to wear pants, because it's rocking out and bending over, and it'd be nice to have pants on and not die with the heat, because the temperature's supposed to start cooling down. Fall's coming. It looks like officially the summer heat's over. It looks like it on the weather anyways. I can tell by the way things are growing here. It looks like grass seed time pretty soon, folks. Because look at this. Now the clover coming up, huh? See, now that it's a little cooler and it's not so hot, everything's starting to grow again. All that clover I threw down. But the grass seed's not coming up, well, a little bit, but it died off, it got killed. But it's getting green, you know, over there. You can see the green coming back. It's potentially could be getting pretty again here, instead of that brown, dried out landscape we had all summer. I keep getting hooked on those things. I gotta get some more grass seed. Like I noticed even here, if you look, it's starting to grow. This is grass seed season now. This is when you throw this stuff down and it starts growing. I was a little bit late there in the spring doing it. Well, I was going to throw the apples in the pen last night, but I made that mistake once before, and I ended up having to clean a mess up, because I've done it before where I've thrown it in the pen, they eat everything, okay? I've had that, but I've also thrown it in the pen, come back, and it's still all there, and then I have to get the rake and the shovel and clean it up. So I thought, throw it in the yard. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, it'll rot down right there. Okay. Turn the camera on. Let's get the eggs, see what they gave us for eggs. I gave them pellets yesterday, so they maybe did some egg action for us. Maybe. Maybe, you never know. Look at this, eh? When she's wet. Now this time of year you can't stain now. Look at that, eh? Look at the dew, the water. Everything stays wet right now. The only thing you can paint right now is walls. Alright, camera 2 switched over, folks. Painting surfaces right now like this. Like if you were painting a deck right now, you would have to tarp this. Like it would have to dry during the day, throw a tarp down, because you wouldn't be able to paint it till late in the afternoon if you were lucky, if it was warm enough. So I got all of this stuff. Like look at this, look at the moisture. Look at that. That's just the dew, eh? I got it done just in time, folks. Like really, honestly, just in time. But doing the buildings aren't a problem because there's no dew on them. September's a good month for that. Okay, get focused here. Oh, the duck's confused here. Hang on. I'm excited about painting the buildings though. It's gonna be nice when this is green and the front's green. You know, so when you're looking at the cameras in here, looking good. You can go out the other door there, duck. I'm actually really excited. That's going to be looking really, when that's all painted, like I'm going to wash it all, scrub it down, and then, well, plus strip everything off of it so I can paint it. And then it's going to be forest green, and then the black gable's going to be, the top of the gable's going to be black. And I don't know about the trim yet, if I'm going to make it black or not. We'll see how adventurous I get on the painting, but it's going to look awesome forest green. It'll be the same green as my garage. Instead of, you know, when you're looking at the stream and you see this old brown building, because, you know, now that it's insulated, the building's pretty well permanent. It's a permanent rock solid building, so like a really good permanent rock solid building. That spray foam we got last year from the Perry Insulation Company, it's like a structural foam also, and it's not a normal garden shed anymore. It's a permanent building. It would take one hell of a storm to take it down. Not only was it screwed together with a ridiculous amount of new screws when I rebuilt it, the foam is some serious structural foam. It's a smoking little building, actually. I'm quite proud of it, considering it's a recycled building that was collapsed on a property that I bought, had no roof, and it was missing a wall. That was one of my first projects with the chickens, and I actually did a video, and I started making the whole thing in the driveway, and then I got so busy because it was a bigger job than I thought, and I stopped doing the videos, which was a real shame because it would have been neat to see how I laid it all out in the driveway and cut the timbers and everything for the frame. And unfortunately, it didn't. I think I only did maybe 2 days worth of video, and I stopped. I think it's on the YouTube somewhere. There's a lost video of laying out the base, but not when I was screwing all the screws. I think it was like 2,000 screws. I went through a lot of screws. 1,000 screws. It was a lot of screws. I know one thing. I bought a lot of screw nails to re-screw nail it together because it was a hurting little building. It was crushed on the property that I bought. The roof had caved in. It was completely rotted out, and it was collapsed. That duck is still losing it in the pen. Doesn't know what to do. I really hope that I can get a hold of Andy today. I want to settle this with Doug. I want to know, because I just, well, the first thought in my head this morning was when he jumped up in the bed and he laid beside me, and it was the weirdest thing, because he normally lays down and sort of like lays on top of me to like get me out of the bed. And this morning he laid up like he was sharing the bed. Like he was like being polite, not like Doug. And the first thought in my head was, that poor dog, you know, I'm hoping that he doesn't have cancer again. That would just suck a lot. Want a drink? Come on. Oh, dog, some of the things you can do. It's like he's sort of trained and not trained. I think a lot of the things is just convenience. I think today is the last warm day too. But I'm shocked right now how cool it is. It was so warm this morning at 4 a.m. I was just dying in the house. Which I couldn't figure out why he jumped on the bed. I think it made no sense, Doug. Oh, I'm really excited about seeing this building painted. It's going to look so good. The duck pen gets a refurb. Cosmetic sprucing up. I wonder how many eggs we got. I think it was only like 16 eggs, 17 eggs yesterday, I forgot. Not many. The ducks are in a bit of a revolt. Just shows you, you know, if they don't get enough protein. Oh my God, look at the squash coming out of her. I got a bad feeling about that. I'm not gonna, if I get any squash, it's gonna be really small. Look at the growth happening. But look at this, all the weeds, or the barley is dying. Or whatever it is. The carrots are really growing, holy mackerels. Look at that, that's crazy. That's just crazy, actually. It really is. I can't believe the growth. Doing well on the growth. Yes, Doug, you can come in and look for eggs. The little egg thief. Okay, they stripped the feeder last night, folks. But they're not cleaning the corn up. Look at that, eh, the little buggers. Little sneaks. Alright, what do we got here? The barn is, it's not dirty because the ducks aren't in here defecating. It's actually really, really dry in here. But but the straw is breaking down. It's really actually quite shocking how clean it is in here. They don't like there's very little duck poop in here. They need to drink for it to squirt out the other end. I'm surprised on the corn on the ground though. They didn't. They did a little bit of this last night. I dump feed in here to get them motivated to eat the corn. Oh, someone broke an egg. Yeah, they're still on egg revolt here. It shows you. You give them straight corn, you don't get a lot back from them. Not a lot back at all. I bet you if I take a bag of feed in there right now, there'd be a lineup going into the barn. Let's go get a feed. I hope I can get a hold of Andy. Well, I gotta give the geese. I got multiple feed to do here, folks. I got wild ducks this morning. I got wild ducks, wild geese to feed, plus ours. But this morning there was a whole bunch. It was dark when I came downstairs at like 4:30, and there was a ton of wild ducks. On the lagoon. It's, you know, the ducks, the wild ducks, you know, they're a little more nocturnal, early morning type critters, compared to like the Canada geese. Don't come in until it gets bright out, but the ducks are here in the dark. Anybody watching the streams, you probably saw my light go on. It was like 4:30, 4:45. I did lay there for a little while with the Doug monster at the 4 a.m. wake up that he gave me. I don't know if it's the deer cutting through the swamp or coyotes, folks, but Doug is like really interested in the swamp. Something's going back and forth. I know there's deer going back and forth. I wonder if the ducks are going to eat my apples. They should. We've got quite a selection of the cantina here. Holy mackerel, the ducks are quacking like crazy, folks. Unless they're over there telling me they want food. Okay, Doug's there. They're at the door, folks. That's what they're doing. They're over at the barn quacking. They want to get fed. Well, they specifically want pellets. I'm being told by the ducks. Oh, it'd be nice to have a bridge, eh? Oh. Yeah, they're all at the door of the barn, quacking. Whole bunch of them over there. I don't believe this. I'm getting told to feed them. They're like, enough of this corn stuff. We'll give us some pellets. That's too funny. I've never been told. Oh! I've never been told before to feed the ducks by the ducks. Standing at the door to tell me to feed them. I'm coming, pushy girls. Oh, there's an egg. Doug, no, that's for me. That's a fresh egg. Oh, it's really warm, folks. Like really, really warm. It just came out of a duck. I can't believe it. They're out there losing their marbles. Hang on here. No, you're not having that. I know you want that egg really bad, don't you? They're outside the door, waiting, Duck. Whack the camera. Oh, it's so cute. Quack, folks, is more of an upset duck quack. They're upset, they want to get fed. That's funny. I hope the sound picked up because it was pretty good sound. Doug, come on, come on, come on. They don't need to go in there. They're waiting for us to get out of here so they can come in. All right, Doug. Just leave the ducks alone. They'll do their beat a path. A little brain fart there. Sorry, folks. But they'll beat a path to the barn. And we've got problems with the camera in the duck, the little mini shed. It's going out of focus again. It's the same one that I had the problem with before that I took into the barn. It worked. Now the focus is not working on it at all. Technical problems. Look at that do. She's wet. Okay. That's it. Oh, it says I had a bad stream, but it didn't disconnect. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. I'll let you know when I get back from the vet on what the deal is with Doug. Are we working?